Hello there and welcome to my channel, African Gypsy. My name is Sunshine and this is a reading for the star sign Aquarius for the month of September. Remember that this is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everyone. So please take what fits and leave what doesn't. For a more specific message for yourself, be sure to book a personal reading with me, and my details are there in the description box down below. Now, just to tell you a bit about myself, I'm a clairvoyant. That means I see visions. I'm clairaudescent. That means I hear words, phrases, parts of conversations that may have already happened or may be about to happen. And I'm also an empath. That means I can feel what you may be feeling, and I can also speak with a speech pattern as if I'm you or the other person during the course of this reading. I'm also a distance energy healer because distance is not a barrier. Healing is a frequency. Right, enough about me. Now about you, dear Aquarius. Aquarius, gather around, boys and girls. It's going to be a fiery, hot reading today because I see that someone is spying on you. Someone's been sneaky around you. There's some sneaky behavior, and I see as well that you're being crossed by an issue where there could be some very obvious obstacles that you're facing, but you might not be able to see it, or you're dealing with the energy of someone who's being so proud. They've got so much pride and ego that they can't see obstacles and they can't ask for help. They just can't see that, they actually need some intervention for someone to help them to get forward to the next step. I also see that in the month of September, you need to be a self-starter. You have to be motivated and you must do the work, whatever it is that you're trying to work at. Because I see that there's a golden opportunity that you could lose out because of a lack of initiative. This is because there could be some double dealing and treachery. So you might be dealing with someone and you want to do a project together. They're like, no, wait, we'll do it later. We'll do it another day. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they've run with the proposal, submitted it, and they're telling you, no, we'll do it another day. So if you're the kind of person who's waiting for someone else to motivate you to do things, you need to be mindful of that. This is just a message for a couple of you, not for everyone. I see that there is some form of opposition that you're facing. Someone's trying to stop you from getting a new business link or a new deal or something, and they're standing in your way. So you need to be mindful of that in the month of September, Aquarius. I also feel that some of you may be dealing with Capricorns in the month of September as well. And you may have a bit of a weird experience, a supernatural experience where you wake up in the middle of the night and you thought you saw something, you heard something. You're being asked to listen to your intuition when you see things that you don't quite understand. And I also feel that you are gearing towards becoming more confident and perhaps starting a new business. And you do actually have everything that you need at your disposal in order to succeed with this new business. Follow your intuition, run with the business, but I feel that there may be a need for further research or a short course, an online course, or watching a YouTube video to tell you how exactly you do whatever it is that you're wanting to do. A few of you may be dealing with someone who's obsessed with just knowing what you're up to. It might not be malicious spying, but someone is just following your social media. Oh, my nose is itching. Someone wants to see me, or someone wants to book a personal reading. Oh. Okay, so someone may be obsessed with following you, with finding out what's going on with you. Some sort of a secret obsession that's going on. In the past, I see that you got the help of father figures or people in authority, like bosses, the heads of families or captains of industry and stuff like that. And these people were seeing that you're going through so much trouble. These people are not really working with you in the best way possible. And they're also seeing that if you don't apply yourself to the plans that you've made for yourself, you could lose out on a golden opportunity. So you're being asked to continue to work hard on whatever it is that you're working on. Some of you may have been dealing with an Aries in the past, but not necessarily. In your current circumstance, there's a tower moment coming up, Aquarius. I think with all this double dealing and treachery, you're going to find it out very soon. You're going to find out who's doing the double dealing. This message comes out. You see, these people had built their tower. They were happy with it. They put the turrets on top. But through an act of God, the sun comes and burns the top of the tower down. And those people who were working sabotage, you see, There's double dealing people that I spoke about earlier on. They're exposed and thrown out. So they are going to be revealed. You are going to know. For a couple of you, it may have already happened just as you're watching this reading, or it may be about to happen. This is in your current circumstances. So you're finding out who the saboteurs are. The people who've been spying in some cases, or trying to stop you from achieving your goals, trying to double deal and run forward with your projects and leave you behind. So you become the person who comes up with the bright ideas, and they're like, oh, thank you very much. I can take it from here, and leave you under the bus, really. So I feel that when this message comes through, Spirit is telling me that the writing was already on the wall. It's not a total surprise for you, though it's getting a lot of shocking news, shocking headlines, shocking information coming into you. But the writing was already on the wall. You kind of knew, you kind of had a feeling that something was just not quite right. So you know what? Your suspicions were right. Something fishy was going on, or is going on. For most of you, it could be in the work, business, hustle related kind of areas of your life. For a few of you, I feel that one or two of you are dealing with the loss of a pet, and you feel that you don't quite understand. It's like this pet was fine the one moment, the next minute they just gone, and you feel as if it's something strange or supernatural happened. For a very few of you, I feel that there's some dark magic at work as well. I feel that someone is monitoring your progress, not just physically by checking up on you, but spiritually as well, by using tools or whatever dark means they can use to find out what's going on in your life and try and stop your progress before it happens. Because you're like, I woke up this morning, I just heard about this, I didn't talk to anyone about it, but you already know, and you're already acting like you're fighting my progress. How did you get to know? I'm hearing that for someone. So there could be some element of dark magic involved. If this is your message, you know who this is. And I'm talking to some specific people out there. Be sure to contact me, and let's see how those energies can be cleared up. In the future, there are going to be more fights, because you're going to find out who the snitches. You're going to find out who the snitches, and there are going to be fights and confrontations. Let's try and not make this ugly and physical, because you know, if you've been forewarned, you're forearmed. You don't have to go the full way and start fighting just because you've heard that there's a fight coming up. So there's some conflicts, and for just a few of you, I feel that there could be some contractual disagreements that could even lead to some form of litigation or legal proceedings against someone, where you find that they've gone and they've stolen your project, and you've got the original blueprint or the original rights to it. It's like you're working on a patent for a design for some sort of, I'm hearing boiler maker. I'm not quite sure where that fits in. It looks like a blueprint for a processing plant, where there's this process, and you're not reinventing the wheel, but you've come up with a new little thing that refines or shortens the process or makes it more cost effective. And someone wants to run with this idea and go and get the credit for it, and leaving you back in the workshop. But there's going to be, the judgment will be made in your favor. There'll be a favorable legal ruling that's going to be made in your favor. The key, the root, the real story behind the story is that you're very worried about the outcome of a project. Your suspicions are real. As you're watching this reading, you'll probably have a lot of suspicions already. And your suspicions were right. And you're very worried about the outcome of a project, but I'm being told that it will work out all right. You don't need to be stressed, because I see a couple of you are going to get some stress-related illnesses or ailments because you're stressing so much, yet the writing's already on the wall and you're already seeing how this thing is going to play out. For a couple of you, there's shocking headlines coming up wherever you are. For a few of you, I see there's unconditional love as well, but you may get some shocking information. Maybe a surprise to hear that a person feels a certain way about you and it's unconditional, and you're like, how can you still love me after all of this? And it shocks you. Maybe someone tells you, you know what, Moira is still hot on you, you know, and you're like, after all that I've gone through, after all I've done, that is so shocking. It could be that kind of an energy coming through. For a few of you, I see there are going to be issues to do with justice. Like I spoke about the fights and all of that, and justice, the righting of a wrong. I see you're going to have some very sound advice around you. Some of you are getting advice from people who are quite influential concerning this issue at hand. I feel that there's going to be more balance and equilibrium where there was a lack of balance. As justice comes in, justice will be meted out. Justice will not be delayed or denied in this case. I see that justice is going to come through and be strongly on your side, and there's going to be retribution for a few of you. This means you're going to get back what was taken away from you or driven away from you by these double dealing people, and it's going to be returned to you with the interest that it should have accrued if it had been in your hands all of this time. I see that there's going to be successful arbitration for a few of you who are involved with some legal wrangles and stuff like that. You've got good counsel. There's going to be successful arbitration and a necessary change to your life, but there's assured success. So hang in there, Aquarius. I know it's been tough, and I know when you're dealing with double dealing kind of energies, it saps your energy. And you're done with this. You want to close this cycle. You're done with all the fight. See, all these swords are out. 10 swords out. You're ready to close out this cycle, and you are going to have an advantage. You're going to get to a point where you realize that the future can be faced with more hope and confidence than you thought initially. So this is going to be very good for you. Keep on fighting, keep going for it. I feel for some of you, for a very few number of you, you've been dealing with a dark energy as well. Someone that you're fighting with, but is also using some dark energy as well. So they're not fighting fair, a clean fight where we're just fighting with our words or our thoughts and opinions, fair enough. But when you're going to go that dark and start using dark magic to fight a person as well, yeah, that energy definitely needs to be cleared out, girl or boy, whoever it is. Whoever it is that I'm speaking to in this message, you know who you are. My details are there in the description box down below. Let's see how this victory will come about. By the time of the next full moon, depending on when you see this reading, this could be in a few days' time. But when you see a full moon in the sky, that's a time when there are going to be a lot of revelations coming through to you. A lot of things are going to be revealed, and it may be a time of conception for a few of you. It could be literally or figuratively, cat got my tongue. However it plays out for you. Some of you may be dealing with a Scorpio, Gemini, Leo energy in the month of September. Now, I want to find out a little bit more about these double dealing people. We can't leave this hanging. I told you it's going to be a hot one. Gather around, boys and girls. Get your coffee, your tea, your water out, your juice, whatever it is. Let's find out. Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Let's see tell us about these. Those are too many. Spirit angels, guides, fairies, ancestors for my dear Aquarius, please tell me more about this double dealing energy. Okay, Spirit wants me to tell a story. A story we shall tell. So, okay, you're dealing with a very toxic energy. It could be a toxic energy in the home front or the work front, but it's very toxic, and you getting out of this energy is going to help you a lot, because that's probably where it's happening, where the spying and sneaky behavior is going on. And you may be very worried about the welfare of kids or younger people in the midst of all of this. Could be a Pisces that you're worried about. Like, okay, yes, I can handle my own, but what about my little Pisces here? I need to make the right decision. I need to get out of this toxic environment for the good of my little Pisces. And I feel that this could be due to, for some of you, it could be like a custody wrangle. It could be something to do with children and stuff like that. And then for a few of you, it's because you've gone in for the good life and someone is trying to interfere with all of that. I see some third-party interference. But the moon has come up a second time. There is a lot of deception and trickery that is going on because of a leap of faith that you've taken. You've decided to do something brand new in your life. Someone was not happy about it, and they're spying and they're trying to see how best they can block you and stop you from making those contacts. It's like a little peeping Tom or someone can see, okay, this person wants to make these new links. Let me try and put the spanners in the works. Let me send my dark energy to make them tired. I feel someone is getting very lethargic at times when it doesn't even make sense for you to be feeling tired. You're about to work on a new project, you get your things out, and suddenly you feel this tiredness. You're like, oh, maybe I don't know what it is. And when the time or the portal closes for you to get the work done, you're feeling energetic again. Someone is sapping your energy. Someone is doing something very sneaky. I see, there's some dark energy for a specific number of you who are listening to this reading. For someone else, this is about a very important transaction that's going to give you financial gain. Maybe you're finally getting that settlement and someone's heard that and they're trying to stop and delay the signing of the papers. They're trying to delay the coming about of things, but you're still going to make progress nonetheless. Yeah, there's this double dealing and stuff like that, and you're going to find out who the snitch is. Spirit is asking you, in the meantime, to take time for some sort of body movement. Take time to dance or walk or run, take long walks, just to calm yourself down, to ease out all the stress and tension and get a way to think clearly, because you've been through a lot. There have been a lot of battles. With the Ten of Swords, there's a lot of battle and you're ready to close that out, but you've got divine help and you've got very sound advice around you as well. Yes, it's about the bounty. It's about the loot. Spying on the loot. Spying because they hear that the loot's about to come. It could be trying to send the little darklings, the dark energy to try and stop that from happening for you, but it's not going to happen, hey? I think you've given them too much. They've won too much, and it's time to stand up spiritually, put in your prayers, and ask for protection over everything that you own. I see this financial flow coming in. So for a couple of you, you've already been doing a lot of prayers and meditations and a lot of other positive spiritual practices, herbal baths, cleansings, and all of that. Energy healings that you've been doing, receiving, to unblock any financial barrier in your life, because you felt that there was an unnatural financial barrier previously. But whatever you've been doing has been successful, or whatever you're going to do in the month of September concerning cleansing the blockage to your finances, it's going to be very successful. Money is going to be coming in to you from all over. Can you see money coming in from like around the world, from different quarters? You need to be honest with yourself, Aquarius, because you might find yourself being a bit edgy, irritable, short with people, snapping at people. You're like, wait, where's this coming from? I'm a happy person. Why am I snapping at people? Spirit is saying that you're not being honest with yourself. You need to step out into the backyard or on your balcony or outside or into nature if you've got a little bit of nature that you can be in, depending on where you're living in the world. Step out there, talk to nature and say, universe, spirit, angels, ancestors, I admit it. I have not been honest with myself about something, but maybe I'm not sure what it is. Oh, I hear birds. So some of you are getting messages from birds in this season as well. I just saw a long-tailed bird, meaning someone must remember to still be happy that things are going to be all right. Remember that life can still be a party. So you step out into, as I digressed, as I was saying, you step out into the backyard and say, Spirit, I haven't been honest with myself about something and I might not even know what it is. Help me to see what it is that I need to be honest with myself about. The universe, spirit, ancestors are going to hold up a mirror for you to see what it is that you have not been honest with yourself about. And it could play out in a movie you're watching. Shout out to my creatives. Guys, you rock. You always help us to get a reference point. It could be a snippet of a conversation you hear or a dream that you have and you're like, oh, that's exactly how I feel about this. I feel that this could be strongly to do with this writing on the wall that I spoke about earlier on, and these double dealing people. A few of you are dealing with the fraudsters. Be careful of who you're trusting with your finances, hey? Yeah, be careful, be very careful there. And at the back of your mind, you're like, I really can't trust Peter. But then you say, no, I can't afford to think like that. Everyone else trusts him, this is the go-to person. I can't afford to think like that. Let me shut that out. And maybe that's the thought you need to be listening to. So ask Spirit to help you to reveal what it is that you need to be honest with yourself about and let go. There's some things you need to let go of, dear Aquarius. And as you pray as well, release it, let it go. The other day I was watching, some anime, some cartoon, and the story there was about this little character had put his letter in a letterbox and he didn't want to let go of it, and his hand was stuck in there, and he was told, no, you need to let go of the letter so you can get your hand out. Same with our prayers, our affirmations, and our meditations. You need to let go of them so that they can be released to universe, and universe can have a chance to work miracles in your life. Now, my dear Aquarius, I absolutely enjoyed doing your reading, and I hope that we whoever this message is meant for receives it. I know universe will make this person receive this message and make sure we can get to clear this energy with this dark energy that's there. Someone knows that they need help, and you need to put your ego aside and acknowledge that it will be okay to get the help of others or advice of others. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please do see my details down in the description box down below. Be sure to like my channel, share the content if you feel drawn that way, and subscribe. That's how you get to support Sunshine and the African Gypsy channel. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for your support. And I wish you all the best in the month of September. And I hope that we're going to find out who these saboteurs are so that you don't waste your energy on misguided trust, placing your trust in the wrong places. I wish you love, I wish you light, I wish you healing wherever you may be. Until the next video, take care.